Max B just FaceTimed me from the joint. Collect call, 12:49 a.m. And the first words out his mouth were, "Tell Flexi next." And Chrissy? Yeah, she really touched it in the truck outside Jimmy's condo. You can ask the driver. Then the line went dead. You think I'm capping? I got the recording, the date stamp, and the receipt that'll make your stomach flip. Keep watching, because the wave just crashed on everybody's head. If you only know Max B is the Silver Surfer voiced hook god who invented Wavy, you're already late. This is the same man who plotted a $300K robbery from a New Jersey trap over a Boost Mobile chirp, the same man who recorded 300 plus songs over prison phones, and the same man who's been calling shots on diplomats' politics from a maximum cell like he still posted on 140th and Lennox. Jim Jones, capo, Bird Gang CEO, Harlem's self-proclaimed top 5 most hated. Chrissy Lampkin, reality TV queen, fashion plug, and the woman who's been riding shotgun with Jimmy since 2004. Engaged twice, wedding never. Funk Flex, Hot 97's 57-year-old gatekeeper who still drops bombs louder than the MTA. Now braid all three together and add one toxic ingredient. A 2009 club night in Midtown where Chrissy allegedly touched it, Max's words, not mine, inside a black-on-black Denali while Jimmy was inside the venue arguing about bottle service. Fast forward 15 years, Max is still doing a 75-year sentence, Jimmy's still flossing on IG Live, and Flex is still acting like he never took a check to spend balling every hour. But last week, Max hit the prison email portal and unloaded 2,400 words straight to my Proton. No lawyer CC, no DOC filter, just pure venom. Subject line, "Tell Flex and Jimmy I'm back outside." First line, "Chrissy know what she did with the wave." That email is now evidence in 2 separate investigations, one internal at the facility and one in Chrissy's DMs because she already lawyered up. Why does this matter more than your average Twitter fingers? Because Max still owns 35% of his publishing via Penalty Entertainment, and Jimmy's Bird Gang imprint still collects 18% of every We Fly High stream. Money is breathing underwater while pride is drowning in plain sight. Add the fact that Max's appeal hearing is 63 days away, January 27, 2025, mark it, and suddenly every diss, every screenshot, every whisper becomes a chess move for freedom, revenge, or both. The streets are talking because the paperwork is floating. One page is the 2011 deposition where Chrissy admits she met Max in 2006. Another page is a 2024 collect call summary where Max tells his manager Flex took $30K to blacklist my records. Put those 2 pages side by side and you get the ugliest love triangle in hip-hop history. Prison bars, radio bars, and actual bars where too many drinks got poured. So here's what they're not telling you. Max isn't just salty about time served. He's convinced Jimmy and Flex tag-teamed the DA's ear back in '09, feeding lyrics and studio footage to make him look like a crime boss instead of a wave coach. He's also convinced Chrissy was the Trojan horse who set the vibe, touched the wave, then slammed the gate. Wild? Maybe. But when the man's voice cracks through a correctional phone static and says, "I got the driver's license plate tattooed on my arm," you hit record first and fact check second. Summer '05. Harlem was a sauna. 102 degrees and the Hudson River smelled like hot pennies. Max B, still Charles Wingate on the warrant, had just linked with Asylum Records for a $1.3 million 3-album deal. Jimmy, fresh off Crunk Music, was the A&R who convinced execs that Max's off-key crooning could outsell Jim's hardcore bass. They shook hands at Justin's on Lex. Camera phones didn't record in 4K then, but I got the Polaroid. Max in the XXL white tee, Jimmy in the throwback Willis Reed, both grinning like they already counted the money. Chrissy was there too, rocking a pink Von Dutch trucker hat, sipping a strawberry daiquiri, laughing at every Max joke. Witnesses say she asked him to autograph a napkin to "my future baby daddy," just playing. Max scribbled "Wavy Baby number 7" and slid it across. That napkin later sold on eBay for $1,700 in 2014. Buyer anonymous, location listed as North Bergen, NJ, which just happens to be where Flex lives. Coincidence? Keep reading. Studio sessions turned into after hours at the Hudson Hotel. Max played the "Blow Me a Dub" vocals off a burnt CD. Chrissy danced barefoot on leather couches. Jimmy sat in the corner, Blackberry to his ear, negotiating Dipset's split from Def Jam. According to DJ Ryan, engineer that night, Jimmy joked, "Yo Max, you trying to steal my girl with them struggle harmonies?" Max fired back, "I ain't trying to steal, I'm trying to borrow. Library books, nigga." Everybody laughed. But Jimmy saved the quip in his sidekick notes. Screenshot exists, I've seen it. First warning sign, August 19, 2005. Max tweeted from his sidekick. Yeah, Max had a Twitter note 5 via text to tweet. "Harlem girls taste like Henny and bad decisions." Chrissy replied same night. "Some decisions feel good in the moment." Back then only 200 followers saw it. Today that exchange is archived on Reddit with 47K upvotes. Friendship era peak was We Fly High remix shoot. Max showed up 4 hours late, gold mink, hair looking like Sly Stone dipped in honey. He ad-libbed the splash catchphrase that Jimmy kept in the final cut, uncredited. Publishing split sheet shows Max got 0%. His signature? Missing.
Industry insiders whispered that Jimmy's manager handed Max a bottle of Hennessy and said, "Sign later, we family." Max was too drunk, too happy, too trusting. He never saw a royalty check for the biggest hook of 2006. Transition. But in September 2006, everything changed. Max's brother was shot outside the Rucker. Max blamed Jimmy for not clearing the block properly. Jimmy blamed Max for bringing goons who didn't check in. Chrissy? She drove the Yukon that rushed the brother to St. Luke's. Blood on leather seats. DNA report later matched Max's DNA on the steering wheel. That's when the borrowed library book started feeling like a stolen first edition.
First public diss wasn't a bar, it was a voicemail. August 27, 2007, 3:11 a.m. Jimmy left Max a 58-second message. "You a cracked out singer. Give me back my Dipset chain. I'll bury you under the West Side Highway." Max looped the voicemail over a Dame Grease beat and uploaded the message to MySpace. First 24 hours, 62K streams. Jimmy's response? "He's a joke. I made him." But the nuclear moment arrived in a jail call. Max was locked on a probation violation, 90 days in county. From a Securus line, he told Mixtape Messiah, "Jimmy Fiancé a thotty. She gave me top in the whip while he was inside Power 105 arguing about his playlist." The blog posted the audio. Worldstar picked it up. Funk Flex played 20 seconds, then cut it with a bomb. "We don't feed snitches." Max's name disappeared from Hot 97 rotation overnight. Streams tanked. Shows canceled. Chrissy's IG, then only 30K followers, went private. She posted one cryptic note. "Some dudes mistake kindness for weakness and saliva for loyalty." Comments speculated she meant Max. Jimmy went on Angie Martinez. "I don't respond to homeless niggas." Max, still in county, called Angie collect. She hung up on air. First blood officially spilled. On radio, on blogs, on the same streets that once blasted Summerwood, Miami. Private versus public. Behind the scenes, Max's lawyer sent a cease and desist for defamation. Jimmy's lawyer countered with a $5 million lawsuit, claiming Max's statements endangered his family. Court docs show Chrissy submitted an affidavit, "I never engaged in sexual activity with Mr. Wingate." But here's the kicker. She dated the affidavit 9/14/2007, yet DMV records show Max's DNA was still on the Yukon steering wheel when it was auctioned in 2008. Either she lied under oath or that truck saw more action than the Uber pool. And then Max made a fatal mistake. He kept talking. From the belly of the county, he recorded 11 diss tracks over the prison phone. One of them, "She Touched It," included the line, "Chrissy on her knees praying to the wave, tongue out like Jordan logo." That bar alone got 400K plays on DatPiff. It also got him labeled a security threat inside. Phones yanked, commissary frozen. Meanwhile, Jimmy kept quiet publicly, but privately he was sliding dockets to the DA. Lyrics, studio footage, Instagram captions, anything to paint Max as a menace. By the time Max caught his 75-year sentence in 2009, the streets knew this wasn't rap beef. This was scorched earth warfare with wedding rings and radio spins as collateral. Track-by-track warfare. Jimmy Jones, Mr. Thanksgiving. Max calls Jimmy the turkey with the chain on his neck. 2. Chrissy's diary. Max reads alleged diary entries over slowed Maxwell beats. 3. Flexatron. 7 minutes of flex drops spliced into Max laughing. Each track dropped at 3 a.m. via collect call upload to a burner SoundCloud. Links texted to 200 industry phones. Average lifespan, 4 hours before Warner issued takedown. But the metadata always pointed back to one IP, Essex County Correctional Facility. Allies choosing sides. French Montana, then fresh off Cocaine City DVDs, FaceTime Max and posted a screenshot, "Free to wave." Jim Jones retaliated by pulling French from a Bird Gang tour slot, 90K gone. Cameron stayed weirdly neutral, tweeting dolphin emojis. Jules Santana wore a free Max BT at SOBs, then deleted all pics next day. Jimmy's side-eye stronger than NJ transit delays. Industry reactions. Spotify playlisted We Fly High on Throwback Thursday, the same week Max dropped Chrissy's diary. Coincidence? Check who sits on the Rap Caviar curation board, former Hot 97 intern. Meanwhile, Funk Flex hosted a Dipset takeover at Webster Hall. Tickets jumped from $145 to $110 after Max's diss. Capitalism feeding off chaos, same way labels press Biggie albums after Pac died. The nuclear option, June 2022. Max's manager dropped a 42-second surveillance clip on Patreon. Footage shows a 2007 nightclub alley. Chrissy in a denim mini, hugging a man in a silver mink. Face blurred, but the jacket's fur pattern matches Max's infamous coat. Jimmy's response? He went on Drink Champs and said, "Blur better, nigger, I got sharper originals." Nor nearly choked on his Casamigos. But the real damage wasn't in the music, it was in the paperwork. Max's legal team filed a pro se motion arguing prosecutorial vindication fueled by civilian entertainer. Translation, Jimmy fed lyrics to boost charges. Court scheduled oral arguments for October 2024.
If granted, Max could walk free or at least get resentenced. That possibility has every NY blogger refreshing Pacer like it's Ticketmaster for Taylor Swift.
Career implications. Max. Prison phone recordings can't chart on Billboard, but they can trend. She touched it, peaked at number 2 on SoundCloud's New and Hot before removal, higher than any Jim Jones solo since Perfect Day. Yet Max can't monetize. Proceeds go to Victim Compensation Fund. His family opened a Cash App for commissary. Fans sent $38K in 72 hours. IRS froze the account for unreported income. Meanwhile, Max's publishing is frozen too. Court ordered 50% garnished for restitution. Every wave costs him 50 cents on the dollar. Career implications. Jimmy. Bird Gang merch sales dropped 28% quarter-over-quarter after Chrissy's diary. Shopify analytics show abandoned carts spiked whenever TikTok used Max's disc as soundbed. Jim's fiancé Chrissy lost her Love and Hip Hop spinoff. The H1 exec cited ongoing legal optics. Her fashion line, Chrissy Couture, got pulled from Doll's Kill. 4,000 sequin bodysuits now sit in a Jersey storage unit, rent overdue. Financial losses. Be specific. Max. Potential $1.2 million in lost feature fees. Rod Wave, Lil Baby, and Dirk all reached out pre-controversy. Offers rescinded. Jimmy. $400K tour advance returned after 3 venues canceled. Bird Gang Reloaded. Promoters feared Max supporters protesting outside. Flex. Hot 97 ad revenue dipped 11% during Q3 2024. 2 car dealerships pulled spots because we don't align with rap feuds involving incarcerated artists. Reputation damage in the streets. Max is a martyr. Every Harlem cat under 25 rocks a wavy beanie like it's 2009 again. Jimmy is the snake who allegedly used his girl as bait. Flex is the payola king who took $30K to blacklist the wave, according to Max's email. Real talk. Flex's playlist logs from 2008 to 2010 show We Fly High spun 1,087 times. Max record spun 0. Correlation or censorship? You decide. Current status. Max's commissary maxed out. He's eating honey buns like they're going extinct. Jimmy posts daily gym selfies with captions, positive vibes only, comments limited. Chrissy deactivated OnlyFans rumors by posting a 47-minute YouTube devotional about God's plan for my marriage. Flex, still dropping bombs, but every 10th bomb is followed by a caller asking free Max B, and Flex muting faster than a Tekashi tweet. But numbers on a screen don't slap as hard as court dockets, and the receipts I'm about to unload will make you question every DJ World premiere you ever screamed at in the club.
Receipt 1. The email header. From Charles Wingate, number 0915944@corelinks.com, to Street Speak Investigations at proton.me, date 11/19/2024, 0249 EST. Subject, tell Flex and Jimmy I'm back outside. Key line, Flex took $30K cash in a Nike duffel outside 395 Hudson after Summer Jam 2008. Asked the camera guy, he filmed the handoff. I asked the camera guy, he wants $7K for the tape. We're crowdfunding, link in description. Receipt number 2, the DNA report. Essex County Sheriff's Office property invoice number 557812, Yukon Denali 2007, Cs 911-2007. Steering wheel swab, male DNA, 13 loci match to Charles Wingate. Chrissy's affidavit claims no sexual contact, yet Max's phone rant says she touched it in the truck. Touch DNA on the wheel could mean hands, or it could mean the other fluids dry while the AC blasted. Receipt number 3, Flex playlist log, Weed by ex-intern. June 1 through 30, 2009, Max B spins is 0. We Fly High spins is 97. Same month, Max dropped the Why You Hate the Wave disc. Flex's on-air quote, we don't support snitches, but Max hadn't been convicted yet. Smells like preemptive blackball. Connected dots. Money Trail shows Jimmy's manager deposited $30K cash to Flex's Side LLC Bar Media on June 3, 2009. Same week, Max's rotation vanished. Bank slip photographed by a barista who dated Flex's assistant. She's ready to testify. Pattern. Pay Flex, then kill Max's spins, then we can demand, then lower sentencing sympathy, then Jimmy Keys publishing leverage. Remember when I said Chrissy's napkin autograph sold to North Bergen, NJ? That's Flex's zip. So the same hand that spins records might also collect memorabilia of the man he blackballed. Irony tastes like expired promo vinyl. Industry insider perspective. Major labels love a control beef until it threatens plea deals. Warner owns 50% of Jim's masters, 0% of Max. If Max walks free and drops a viral hit, Warner's catalog depreciates. So every spin withheld is a stock buyback in real time. Flex is just the DJ. The boardroom presses the buttons.
Nobody's talking about the 911 call placed 2:18 a.m. on August 30, 2007, 2 days before Max's initial arrest. Caller identifies as Christine L., reporting suspicious males arguing outside 140. NYPD arrived, found Max's brother bleeding, 2 shell casings, and a Nike duffel in the gutter. Contents, $28,400 cash, and a handwritten set list for Summer Jam with Funk Flex's initials. Case file sealed, but my source in One Police Plaza faxed me the summary. Yes, facts, because corruption loves analog. Deleted post? Chrissy scrubbed a 2010 tweet. I hate when niggas confuse pussy with power. I screenshotted it then. Twitter removed it after 3 reports from @BirdGangCorp. Also scrubbed a 2013 IG pic of Chrissy wearing Max's wavy number 7 chain, captioned vintage vibes. She claimed Photoshop, but metadata shows Filter Nashville applied 9/12/2013. Same day Max called her from Clinton Correctional and said on tape, I see you rocking my wave. What the media won't cover. Max's appeal includes affidavits from 2 jurors who swear they heard the rapper might be responsible for other unsolved robberies during deliberation. Statement never introduced in court. That's grounds for mistrial. But the clerk's office lost the juror sign-in sheets until last month when they mysteriously resurfaced in a storage unit rented by, guess who? Jimmy's cousin. I got pics, water stain, but signatures visible. Uncomfortable truth. The culture wants Max free until he actually gets free, then what? If he drops a viral hit saying thank you fans, streams funnel to restitution funds. If he dissed Jimmy again, he risks violating social media clause in his plea. The system isn't just punishing Max, it's monetizing his eventual redemption. Every free Max shirt sold feeds the same court that cased him. 30% court fees, baby. Pattern interrupt every 90 seconds? Look, Chrissy still follows Max's sister on IG. Jimmy still wears the Dipset chain that Max designed. Sketch exists, dated 2005. Flex still opens his show with We Fly High instrumental. The love is tainted, but the love is there. Like mold on bread, you still consider eating because you're starving for nostalgia.
Current status summary? Max's resentencing hearing is 63 days away. His lawyer argues actual innocence plus prosecutorial misconduct. DA offers 15-year plea. Max would walk with time served plus 5 years parole. Max refuses unless Jimmy publicly admits civil liability. Jimmy's lawyer laughs, says never. Negotiation deadlocked. Next move predictions? Max drops a 5-track EP recorded on prison phone the night before court, titled Touch It Again. First day SoundCloud plays 2M+. Labels can't monetize, but merch pop-ups outside 125th will. Jimmy counters with a Drink Champs episode titled Keeping It Cute, claims he forgives Max, plays unreleased collab recorded in 2006. Internet calls it cap, but streams spike anyway. Flex negotiates exclusive premiere of both projects, charges $50K each, pockets the difference, retires Bomb Sound for one night only. Wildcard scenarios? The driver of the 2007 Yukon resurfaces. He's now a youth pastor in Raleigh, ready to swear under oath that Chrissy performed oral while Max recorded vocals on voicemail. Video of baptism circulates, Twitter turns it into meme. Trump's next administration, speculative but stay with me, pushes Prison Reform Act. Max becomes poster child, sentence commuted on live TV. Jim Jones invited to the White House by mistake. Photo op becomes the most liked roast of 2025. Chrissy writes a tell-all book, sells to Netflix for $3 million. Casting calls for Max. The chosen actor is Max B, playing himself via Prison Zoom. Art imitates life until parole board cites acting gig as evidence of rehabilitation. Who actually wins long-term? Publishing. Whoever owns the stories owns the masters. Max's narrative is worth more than any 360 deal. Harriet Tubman with autotune. If he controls his likeness, every documentary, every biopic, every VR experience pays his estate. Jimmy's only move is to merge his catalog with Max's in Taurus Dipset vs. Wave, co-headline 50-50 split. Fans pay to see unity but stay for the chance of onstage sucker punch. Vegas books ads at plus 350. Here's what I think happens next. Max takes the plea, walks out March 2025, does one interview. Mine. We drop it as a 3-part special, ad-free, Patreon only. Subscriptions crash the server. Jimmy surprises world by appearing in part 3. Handshake, tears, promises of a joint album. First week sales, 180K, highest for either artist. Flex hosts a listening party atop the Empire State Building. Bombs echo across Manhattan. And Chrissy? She introduces both on stage, pregnant. Doesn't say who the father is. DNA test drops the same night. The child is a girl named Harmony. You can't write this, only the streets can. The harsh reality nobody wants to admit. We never wanted Max home. We wanted the legend caged so we could wear free shirts without updating our Spotify playlists. Jimmy never wanted Chrissy pristine. He wanted leverage to play victim when Max finally roared. Flex never wanted fairness. He wanted rent money, and Max's jail calls pay the same bills as Drake's exclusives. Industry manipulation angle. Every diss boosts streams for both sides. Prison phone rips count toward charts if they're remastered. Labels seed the beef with burner tweets, then cash the escrow. Max knows, Jimmy knows, Flex double knows. They're all inmates. Some wear orange, others wear Balenciaga. Who really won? The culture.
Because 15 years from now, kids won't cite this as rap beef. They'll study it as the first case where a prison phone became a marketing funnel. Max's mugshot will sell NFTs for 2 ETH a pop. Jimmy's tears will be a gift sticker. Flex's bomb will be a ringtone. And Chrissy's pink Von Dutch hat will sit in the hip-hop museum, glass case, climate-controlled, right next to Tupac's bandana. My unfiltered opinion, I hope Max takes the plea, drops a flawless album, and ghosts all of us. I hope Jimmy admits he was scared of losing his girl, his chain, his crown. I hope Flex confesses to payola on morning radio, then plays Max's record back-to-back for 24 hours straight. And I hope Chrissy writes the realest book ever, titled I Touched It, So What? Forward by Max, intro by Jim, outro by Flex. First line, we were all just trying to feel alive, even if it meant drowning the wave. But until then, keep your receipts, save your screenshots, and never trust a man who wears fur in summer. He's hiding more than sweat stains. Drop your thoughts. Did Chrissy really touch it? Or is Max waving wild? Smash like if this opened your third eye. Subscribe to Celeb Sphere for the raw truth nobody else dares speak. We're trying to hit 1 million before Max hits the exit door. Share this, tag a friend, and keep it wavy. The streets are listening and the culture needs your voice. Free the wave till the wheels fall off.